So there's this thing that narcissists do. They stay friends with their exes. And I don't know about you, but for me, I don't know, that doesn't sit kind of right. And I know that when you're in relationships with a narcissist, they're still in touch with their exes. I don't understand it. I'm not saying that everyone that stays friends with their exes is a narcissist, but it is a bit strange to do that. In today's video, I'm going to explore why the narcissist stays friends with their exes. Hello and welcome back. I hope as always that you're all doing really well. So in today's video, I'm going to be exploring why the narcissist stays friends with their exes. Like, I don't understand this, but it's a phenomenon that actually narcissists do end up staying friends with their exes. There are certain reasons why they do this, and it really, really serves a narcissist to do that. This is another weird thing that the narcissist does. I'm going to explore this all in the video. So the narcissist has, let's say it, friends. I wouldn't really say that they are friends, are more like kind of associates. They may look like friends. The narcissist may be over the top with these people, but it doesn't mean anything. And the reason why it doesn't mean anything is because the narcissist cannot connect to anybody in a healthy way, let alone friends. They can't even connect to you in a healthy way. They can't stay friends with you even. So how is it that they have these friends? How is it that they stay friends with their exes? And you're kind of wondering, why is it that it's always all right with the exes, but it's not okay with you? They might be rude to you. They might call you names. They might just be really moody, rageful, put you down all the time. But no, not the exes, only you. So you see, there's this weird analogy. I don't know, I call it weird because, I don't know, it's a little bit strange for me to kind of put into words. But the thing is with narcissists, what they do is they will stay friends with whoever they can. Whoever will believe them, whoever will take them as they are, whoever will further their cause, stroke their ego, be so lovely to them, make them feel special. Those are the people that narcissists stay friends with. Narcissists are people collectors. They collect people all around them. And they are the people that for some reason serve a purpose for the narcissist. This is something that's really important to a narcissist because they need to feel special within themselves, and they will do whatever it takes for that person to do that. Now, when the narcissist is in these relationships with the exes, for some reason the ex will not realize that actually they are a narcissist, and they will continue in communication with the narcissist long after the relationship has ended. The narcissist will contact them frequently, and the reason why the narcissist does that is because the narcissist gets bored. Yes, my friends, the narcissist gets bored. They get bored of things, they get bored of people, they get bored of you. So whilst they're getting bored of you, even though you're supplying the narcissist with everything, even though you're giving them everything, you know, like you're doing everything that they want you to do, they'll still get bored. And they will still find excuses to be able to contact their exes. This is why you'll find them on social media, on their phone, like all the time. They are literally glued to their phone. And when you come near them, they hide the phone. They might even take the phone into the shower. They'll sleep with the phone under their pillow because they have things to hide, because there are things on that phone that they don't want you to see. And the preferred method of keeping in contact with exes, possibly, it depends on the narcissist, depends on person to person, will be through social media or via kind of good old SMS text or via the phone. So they will be in contact with them, with the ones that they can get some sort of supply from. They can get their needs met, they can feel validated, and ultimately that's what they're looking for. When they're bored in the relationship with you, they will look to others to be able to feel special. In some way they want to feel special because you're not providing that for them. maybe you've had an argument, maybe you are tired, maybe you are stressed, and you just don't feel like stroking somebody else's ego for some reason. And the narcissist will require that of you. Doesn't matter how you're feeling, doesn't matter what's going on for you, they'll want that from you all the time. So when you're failing them, which means that you're not giving them the validation that they need, they're going to look elsewhere. And this is why they stay friends with their exes, because of reasons like this. In their mind, they would have created that you're not good enough, that you're disappointing them in some way. There may even be some sort of mini discard or a silent treatment that comes along with it, which gives them further purpose or further kind of validation that they can get in contact with their exes. This is what they do. They create these scenarios and these excuses in their head, or they kind of create this permission for them to be able to contact their ex behind your back. Now, you see, the ex doesn't realize or doesn't know or isn't that aware what the narcissist is doing. The communication between the narcissist and the ex is going to be very surface level. There's not going to be anything to it. The narcissist is really looking for some sort of exchange of words, or maybe exchange of emotional validation, that the narcissist will feel good enough for them that they're going to make them feel special. And that's ultimately it. There's no depth to it, because a narcissist can't connect, meaning that they have an attachment disorder. So whenever they connect or they're in a relationship with someone, it is always surface level. It's always about what you can do for me. Okay, there isn't this exchange. There isn't this like, oh, I'll help you and you'll help me. No, that doesn't happen. The narcissist is all about themselves and what they can get from you. This is why they find relationships transactional. Again, what can you provide for me? So the depth of this connection that you have with the narcissist is all about the supply. The supplying of emotional validation, attention and focus. These are the things, maybe even financial. These are the things that the narcissist is really looking for, is for you to make them feel almighty special. So the ex who is not aware of this at all, they weren't whilst they were in that relationship, and they're not going to be now either, is going to supply that for the narcissist. The narcissist will be on their best behavior. They'll tell them sweet nothings so that they can somehow get this exchange going. The narcissist, as you know, will work very hard in the beginning. They will mirror and they will love bomb, and they will do this with the ex, and they will try and get that ex on side. They managed to get them to fall in love with them before, they can certainly do it again. And that's the kind of thinking that they have going on here. So they're thinking, okay, this ex is going to give me everything that I need because my current partner is not. So I'm going to get this validation, I'm going to get this from my ex. And that's why really they stay friends with their exes, simply because of this kind of situation. And this situation, when you're failing the narcissist, remember, this is something that they have made up, something that they think in their mind. They make up these scenarios or these excuses because they get bored. And the reason why they get bored is because they have a negative self-narrative. So they've got these negative thoughts going round and round in their mind, kind of like all the time. So it's very hard for them to keep boosting their ego, keep boosting their self-esteem all the time. If somebody else can supply that for them, then great, they will take that. Remember, when you're not supplying that to them the way that they want you to do, this again is not good enough. They need someone to be able to boost them all the time. They need to feel accepted. Remember, this stems back to their childhood where they weren't accepted as children as they are. Their parents would have rejected them. So abandonment and rejection is a real big trigger for a narcissist. So a narcissist will work really hard to not feel abandoned. And this is another reason why they stay friends with their exes, because abandonment and rejection is huge and it's a real core wounding for the narcissist. They are going to work extra hard so that they don't feel this. And if they feel like their current partner or their ex-supply is going to reject them or abandon them, they will jump in there beforehand to make sure that that happens so that they don't feel that. It's very hard because what they are doing actually is they're reenacting their childhood, their dysfunctional childhood. So when they did have that happen to them, this really was quite hurtful for them. This really traumatized them. To not feel accepted from a primary caregiver is a really, really hurtful thing to happen to a child, which is what had further kind of caused the narcissism and the dysfunctional ego processes that happen for a narcissist. This can't be fixed. This cannot be fixed or changed. It's very difficult because the narcissist isn't self-aware. They're not aware that they actually do that. So they don't see that they have these huge defense mechanisms that only serve them to make them feel good about themselves. You see, this is a really dysfunctional way of being in the world, but they don't know any other way to be. So they need to have people around them in order for them to supply this and meet this need that they have. This isn't going to get changed. This isn't going to be different, you know, as the narcissist gets older. They just literally repeat their childhood in every single relationship because this is what they have learned. They have learned that it's really hard for them to meet their own need, so they externalize it and expect others to do that for them. They don't know how to self-soothe when they have a setback or when something negative or hard for them happens, and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to work through it, which is why they need other people around them. So the reason why they stay friends with their exes is because of that. Literally because of that, because they need other people to make them feel good. That is the reason. It's not because you have failed them. It's not because they fancy their ex. This isn't anything about to do with like how you look or whether they really crave that person. This isn't nothing to do with that. This literally is all about what you can give the narcissist. Well, if you can give them attention, whether it's positive or negative, great. They'll take it. They'll love it. But ultimately, it's as simple as that. It's about people who will make them feel good. And it doesn't matter how that person looks, it doesn't matter how that person is, it's just whether you can give that narcissist that's something that they are looking for. If you can accept them so that they don't feel abandoned, they don't feel rejected, then that's amazing. That's what they're looking for. So guys, I really hope that this video helps you to understand that actually it's not your fault or it's not anything that you have done. This is something completely different that the narcissist is looking for in their exes. And I know that it is really hurtful when, you know, you are in this relationship with a narcissist and they are contacting their exes. I know that's like the biggest betrayal and it's so hurtful, but they do this because of that reason. If you are someone who is going through this or someone who has faced this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below for further details. And also you can join the journal club, which I post wonderful journal prompts every Monday, and join a supportive community. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.